I'm back again, hopefully able to get this last decal in place and take the completed pictures of the ship with a digital camera because the cell phone ran out of room. We'll find out soon enough. Thanks for waiting, I'm back. I was right. The phone was at 31%, so it needed a charging. So it's plugged in now. E2 is the next one, and then I just alternate. And because I started going in this direction, these will still be dry by now. And by the time I get around to E3, E4 should still be dry. Well, once. By then it will be dry. So I'll put on a few, take myself up to here. And when that half is done, we'll see how it looks. Then we'll move on to the front half. All right, just in a builder's note, once you get to the back edge, you're getting into decals that go up onto the bridge dome again, so you have to do more cutting around the back when the time comes. The front is fine. It butts right up there and doesn't get in the way. And make sure you only trim, say, the next day after all the decals have been sucked into their recesses and everything. Now, of course, if you want to build the A, there's always the option, now that you have the pattern down, to know exactly where to place the little hatch. But that's for the A, not the refit, according to what I've seen on screen. And I'm collecting all the images from TrekCore for reference as we speak, both the 09 Blu-ray and the 2021 4K Director's Edition. Well, I'm back again. I realized that decal 13 is not the last one. I'm going to have to do decal 3 as well to get the full half filled in ship section. But you can see my progress so far in at least a little more than a quarter of the ship done. You can see that there. So I'll be back when I've done the other two. All right, so here we go. It's a little more than half the ship that has been done, but that's as close as I could get because I was doing alternating panels, even numbers and odd numbers. So there's the ship. Get it into position for its pictures again, and we'll go from there. And don't worry, the cord's long enough. And of course, at all angles, with and without the light, of course. Less of the ship to grab each time I go to turn it, but there is an alternating panel still to hold it by. All right, time to turn the overhead light off and get the pictures from these angles. All right, so that is the half the ship. You see how subtle it is in this light. It's even subtle in the ring light illumination. So I'm going to continue to go this way around the saucer. So the next decal I put on is decal number 5. 5, 7, 9, and 11. And then the top saucer will be done. And all the parts that were painted and primed in the last few days and detail painted are now fully Aztec decaled. I'm not going to risk putting on the registry number and everything until the entire ship is together. Now you don't have to worry about the nacelles because you don't hold them anywhere near the registry number when you put them together. But I'm still going to Aztec the struts before I do anything else. Okay, so I will be back when the remaining 4 pie wedges are in place. I had a scary moment with decal number 11. It split apart into 3 pieces, but I managed to get it back together again. And everything pretty well aligned, so that's a relief. And I tried off the side of the sheet for decal E9, but it didn't work out quite well. It got a lot more wrinkles and I had to ease it back into place. So what I'm going to do for decal number 7 is I'm going to ease it off the thin way first and then bring it down and see if that works. That way, hopefully, it's less prone to ripping. And now we're getting close to the front of the bridge where I had a few hours ago by now, a couple hours ago, put on the red trim. But as you see, I managed to make sure that it was successfully away from the struts and where the bridge will sit. Nothing else goes under here. Though there, of course, is going to be some trimming needed on the side of the bridge dome to get away from the Aztecs there, so that there's nothing to interfere with the stripe. However, I might not have to trim the bridge dome at all, except where the window goes in, because I think the stripe is dark enough, it'll cover it up and you won't even see it. So I don't have to worry about that. All right, time to take decal number E7 out of the water. It's already marked on the guide, and we'll see if we can get it off the backing paper on camera and see if it works. And of course, refresh the water that's on the panel. As you can see, there's only 2 left. So I'm in view. Good. Get this out of the way. All right, so let's slide it off the backing paper with thin end first. If I can get it to move, of course. There we go. Okay, so first step, bring it up to the bridge dome right about here. And then you slide away. Come on. Come on. Let's try the tweezers. Maybe they'll work better. All right, here we go. Well, I don't know that that's working any better, but let's bring it up a bit to the bridge. Align it into position up here. Ooh, gotta get rid of some wrinkles. Toothpick. That's been done. Of course, to get pictures of all 4 sides, I'll have to change the digital camera into the picture setting. Don't touch it where there are wrinkles. Gotta let them settle out. Otherwise, things screw up. Just trying to smooth it down a bit. But here's what it looks like with the ring light on and the all complete. Now, turn the ring light off. Don't worry, I changed the white balance on the digital camera, so it should show up more, and it should not look like an artifact from the 70s or 80s anymore. I got rid of the yellowish-orange light. It shows up quite well on screen. Doesn't appear nearly as brown as it is to my eye. But I've reached the limit as to what I can do now. So I'm going to change it into picture mode and take the 8 pictures. See you later. Alright, since the blue-gray is what we want, we get I already got the pictures of all 4 sides, but I'm just going to show you what the model looks like with the fully Aztec saucer. And you can see, because of the gray, the Aztec pattern's a lot more subtle than it would be, and it looks a lot lighter on camera than it does to my eye, so that's good too. But it is not white. It is indeed a light gray. So that's all for now for Sean's model builds. This is, I think it's March 29th today. Good Friday, so hope you're having a good Easter weekend. And I'll probably come back tomorrow on April 30th. With the cell phone again when I do the priming of the parts. But as you can see, the top saucer's done, and if you turn to the other page, you'll see that the bottom saucer's done as well. So that's all for now on Sean's model builds, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.